It's Thursday, February 13th.
Really difficult for the people here, yeah. A lot of cars crashing.
Wild winter weather. The snow still falling in Ontario and Quebec this morning. Pearson Airport says check on your flight before heading out. There are a number of cancellations and delays for travelers.
We need you to provide enough room in order to ease the move of our trucks.
And that means a snow day. A number of schools in Quebec are closed for the day, while Montreal Children's Hospital reminds families to be careful out there. Details of just how much more snow is coming just ahead.
Love is not expensive. You know, when you love somebody, you can do whatever they want. This is the love, true love.
Oh, some people are born romantics, but others, well, they need a bit of help. And they're going to have to shell out as the cost of celebrating Valentine's goes up. Chills, national pride. Canadian hockey fans sing their hearts out ahead of the Four Nations face-off opener between Canada and Sweden. Stay with us, Canada. Your morning starts right now. Good morning, Canada. Welcome to Your Morning. I'm Anne-Marie Mediwake.
Good morning. I'm Lindsey Deluce.
I'm Kelsey McEwen. Hope your Thursday is off to a great start.
We made it. You guys stayed downtown, right?
We did.
Yeah, you kind of had to.
We both came in last night, and it was, like, surprisingly very quiet on the roads on some of the major highways, which I just appreciated as a person who had to commute, because I think a lot of people got the memo and went home early.
Yeah, this morning, walking, it was like COVID, but with snow. There's barely any traffic. And then I walked from the hotel.
Yeah,
and
you did.
It's like when you walk in the woods after it snowed. It's heavy and it's thick and nothing is plowed. So
I was saying,
city.
I was behind 2 snowplows this morning, which was great. So like they were working on the major arteries. Side streets in Toronto not done just yet, and the snow's not done just yet either. So let's start there with our top story. It is the weather, of course. The snow, as we were talking about, it is still falling in Ontario and Quebec right now.
We go many years without getting like real snowstorms, and this year we've had a few. So yeah, I'm enjoying it.
In Toronto, there are a number of delayed or canceled flights out of Pearson this morning, as you could imagine. Obviously, I have to say this every time, but check your flight status before heading out the door. Same goes for transit. Transit is running on a special schedule today. Expect cancellations, modification. Schools in the Waterloo region are closed today because of the storm. So that is the Waterloo Region District School Board and the Catholic Board as well. Schools in Halton region near Toronto are closed today, with buses in Peel region and some north of the city are canceled as well. School buses in Toronto are also canceled today, so be aware of that. Meanwhile, in the Ottawa area, all school buses in the city and across Eastern Ontario are canceled. OC Transpo also reducing bus service today. They say they're operating on a severe storm schedule for buses with reduced frequency and modified trips.
Consider doing some work at home, postpone the non-urgent appointment, and if you have to come at work tomorrow, take the public transit.
Yeah, so that's the advice coming from officials at the City of Montreal. The snow is not expected to let up in that city until tonight. Snow removal crews obviously ready, but the city also says people should be prepared for delays on their commutes this morning. Officials also warning people be prepared for power outages. Yeah, power outages. Some schools in the area are closed today. Schools are closed in the English Montreal School Board, the Sir Wilfrid Laurier School Board, do that, the Lester B. Pearson School Board, and New Frontier School Board as well. Montreal Children's Hospital is issuing a warning as well this morning, reminding families, please take extra precautions to keep your children safe during activities like tobogganing. So where is the storm now? Where is it headed next? Let's head to Kelsey to find out.
Lindsey, thank you. So here's where it is right now. You've got snow basically from Lake Huron all the way to just past Quebec City. It's going to move its way eastward. So clearing west to east. Areas like Toronto will see the snow stop in the next few hours. Ottawa, it's like noon today. Montreal later on into the evening. Through the day today, we have the snow in the Maritimes, and then it moves its way over to Atlantic Canada. We're going to have more on that coming up in the next half hour as we track this front that's extending all the way down into the Gulf of Mexico. Lindsey, widespread impact for this one. Back to you.
All right, Kels, thanks so much. Anyone planning a romantic night out on Valentine's Day, be ready to pay.
If I want to buy a dozen roses now, I might as well just go buy the whole farm.
Kind of feels that way, right? It is getting more expensive to buy gifts for Valentine's Day. The cost of chocolate could be up as much as 20%. We talked about this, right? The price of cocoa has more than doubled since last year. Prices for flowers are up as well because of weather and supply chain issues. The good news is the federal tax holiday is still happening for a couple of days, which will bring down the cost of dining out for people who can score a reservation. A survey from the Retail Council of Canada found 37% of Canadians plan to celebrate Valentine's Day this year. That is down slightly from last year. The first game of the Four Nations face-off did not disappoint.
Crosby delayed and sets up Marner. Full stride into the zone. Mitch Marner scores! Mitch Marner! An overtime winner for Team Canada!
Woohoo! Yeah, so good. Mitch Marner scoring the OT winner as in Montreal, I should say, as Canada beat Sweden 4-3. It was a massive night. Oh, this is so cute. Yeah, massive night for players from Nova Scotia. Nathan McKinnon scoring the tournament opener in the first minute. He was assisted by Sidney Crosby. Brad Marchand, also from Nova Scotia, later scored to put Canada up 2-0. Crosby's 37. Oh, time flies. Crosby's 37 years old. He is the oldest player at the tournament. Didn't look like that. I know, that's wild. He didn't look like that last night, putting up 3 assists. Canada's next game is Saturday, big one, versus the U.S. It does give you shivers, doesn't it? A lot of Canadian pride at the Bell Centre last night. Fans saying online people couldn't hear themselves singing the anthem because of how loud it was. Jordan Miller of the Beaches had the honor of singing O Canada in front of this sold-out crowd. That was awesome. Yes. It was a fun day on the water in Wisconsin.
We promote the jumping into the water and then getting back out, and what they do afterwards is they'll do anything for fun. They go across that open water with couches. They go with lazy boy chairs.
Okay, this is the annual Jerry Shoe Jumpin'. It's one of the small town's biggest events of the year. It takes place on the water and at the nearby bar, which is now run by Jerry's daughters. Look at this. Woo!
Oh, that's good.
So he started the event in the 80s as just like a polar plunge, but now there's, well, you can see there's
It's
paddle
harder
jumping.
when there's lots of them.
Snowmobiles. There's also crews on hand to pull the snowmobiles out of the water if they take their own plunge, which they do, obviously. If you can't make it.
That sucks.
But that's part of the fun, is it not?
Yeah.
You got the peeps there. Look at this. That is
so
fun,
great.
and that is snowy.